Welcome to video lecture series on digital image processing. I am Kanakadurga from St. Peter's Engineering College, working as an associate professor in ECE department. I want to discuss on inverse filtering of a restoration session. Objectives of the talk is to understand the block diagram of degraded image and to derive the mathematical equation for inverse filtering. Prerequisites of the talk is we should have the knowledge on degraded image and noise models. So degraded image is nothing but the image has been lost their characteristics of the image, of the original characteristics of the image has been lost. That type of images we are going to call it as degraded image. When you observe that type of photograph or the image, we cannot have the information exactly or properly. And noise models like motion blur or with respect to temperature variance or atmospheric surveillance or with respect to any interference, all these type comes under the noise models. So a model for a degraded image, observe in this. We have the original image f of x comma y. This original image f of x comma y has been undergone some degradation process. That function we are assuming it as h, where h represents the degraded function. So this function is going to be having some mathematical equation or transfer function. It going to be applied on the original image. So in the meanwhile, some of the external parameter of the noise are going to be added on the image. So at last the resultant g of x comma y is the degraded image. So f of x comma y is the original image. H is the function for degraded function. N of x comma y is a noise function, and plus is nothing but additive. The noise is going to be added over here, and g of x comma y is degraded image. So we have the original image f of x comma y. It has been degraded from some of the functionalities of on the image. So the image has been undergone for degradation process. So that's why we are passing the original image f of x comma y with respect to the function of degraded function h of x comma y. And the noise n of x comma y is going to be added in the medium, like in the channel. Noise going to be added over here in the channel. That's why we are considering it has been additive property. At last we are going to estimate what is the degraded image. So according to the mathematical equation, we can write here the function g of x comma y is equals to f of x comma y is convolved with h of x comma y, and the noise has been added over here. It will be called as n of x comma y. Intermediately I can call it as p of x comma y. So how can I write p of x comma y is equals to, so since it is the function of original image is passing through the degraded function of the system, degraded function system, so you have to go for convolution property. So f of x comma y convolved with h of x comma y. So after getting the p of x comma y, the g of x comma y is equals to p of x comma y plus n of x comma y. So where p of x comma y is nothing but f of x comma y convolved with h of x comma y. So the totally image of degraded image can be estimated as g of x comma y is equals to h of x comma y convolved with f of x comma y plus n of x comma y. This is in the time domain or the spatial domain process. If I want to convert into the frequency domain, I have to apply the Fourier transformation on this equation. It will convert to the frequency domain. So it can be represented in the frequency domain as g of x will be replaced with u and y will be replaced with v variable for representation purpose. G of u comma v is equals to capital letters for the frequency domain representation. H of u comma v, convolution will be changed to multiplication in the frequency domain. So g of u comma v is equals to h of u comma v multiplied with f of u comma v plus n of u comma v. So these two equations we have to remember for deriving the mathematical equation for inverse filtering session. So we already discussed this is a mathematical equation in the spatial domain and this is a mathematical equation for the degraded image in the frequency domain. In this we can derive the equation by two methods like constrained noise and unconstrained noise. Constrained noise is nothing but we are going to consider the noise, and unconstrained parameter we will not consider the noise. In this I am ignoring the noise term over here, so that g of u comma v approximately will be equals to h of u comma v multiplied with f of u comma v. The noise has been removed or nullified, so it can be equal to 0. So g of u comma v is equals to h of u comma v multiplied with f of u comma v. F of u comma v is equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v. So in this I can write it as g of u comma v, you can written it as over here 1 by h of u comma v, we are assuming it as q of u comma v. So what's the q of u comma v is equals to 1 by h of u comma v, where h is the function for the degradation. So in this we are considering a inverse of it. That's why here we are going to call it as a inverse filtering session. So q of u comma v is equals to 1 by h of u comma v is the inverse filtering. So how can I write over here in this into the spatial domain? This is up to the frequency domain. How you can convert to the spatial domain is f of x comma y is equals to q small q represents spatial domain. So q of x comma y multiplication will be converted to convolution property. So convert g of x comma y. So in the spatial domain the inverse filtering equation is f of x comma y is equals to q of x comma y convolved with h of x comma y, where q of x comma y is equals to 1 by x of x comma y. So when it's in the frequency domain, the analysis will be for inverse filtering is f of u comma v is equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v, where 1 by h of u comma v we are represented as q of u comma v multiplied with g of u comma v. So what's the problem with respect to the inverse filtering is, so we have derived the mathematical equation in the previous session. Now we are going to discuss what type of problems we are going to face with respect to the mathematical equation of inverse filtering session. So normally most of the times we will not have the problem facing, so only certain extreme conditions. Those extreme conditions we are going to discuss. So we already derived the mathematical equation for inverse filtering is f of u comma v is equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v. 1 divided by h of u comma v we can represent as q of u comma v. Right? So sometimes if h of u comma v is going to be equals to 0, nothing but f of u comma v equals to g of u comma v divided by 0. So it goes for the infinite value. Infinite value of the condition should not exist. Indirectly, if any noise has been present in the image, it also going to be amplified with respect to some of the u1v variables. So these are the problems we are going to face in the inverse filtering session. Mainly the inverse filtering session problem comes when h of u comma v is going to be approximately equals to 0 with respect to some of u1v values. At that time, the noise has been, if the noise has been present in the original image, it also going to be amplified in the inverse filtering session. So how can we overcome that? For that, we have the pseudo inverse filtering. So what does the pseudo inverse filtering does? The pseudo inverse filtering does taking a sampling of technique with respect to a threshold value. It going to consider the function of q of u comma v only when the inverse filtering of the value or that, or else we can say that the h of u comma v having the value of greater than certain threshold value only. If it is greater than certain threshold value, it cannot be equal to 0. If it cannot be equal to 0, the problem will not come into for us. So actually what the problem we have faced in the previous case is that we have got the problem with respect to f of u comma v is equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v, right? So when this h of u comma v is going to be equal to 0, we are getting the problem. We have to nullify this problem. How we are going to nullify this problem for the pseudo inverse filtering is that we are considering certain threshold values. It should not be a 0 value. It should be a greater than certain threshold value. If it is go for certain threshold value, nothing but it has some value. If it is having the some value, there exists the function of f of u comma v and the noise cannot be amplified over in this session. So the pseudo inverse filtering we are going to consider mainly only for certain of the values with respect to h of u comma v. So g of u comma v is equals to, the function is equals to only when 1 by h of u comma v we are going to consider only when if h of mod of h of u comma v of the value should be greater than or the threshold value. It should be greater than or equal. It cannot be equal to 0. If it does not satisfy, it is not greater than the threshold value, we are going to consider q of u comma v has been equals to 0. Nothing but the total value has been 0. Nothing. This total like g of u comma v multiplied with q of u comma v. Right? If you are going to consider this total value is equals to 0, f of u comma v equals to 0. Nothing but we are neglecting, that's it. We cannot having the amplification of the noise. If any noise has been present also over there in that time, at that q1 u1v values, it will be nullified. We cannot get all the noise has been present over that in that time. And the same scenario we can consider with respect to, directly with respect to, if you want, we have discussed with respect to representation of q of u comma v. If you want to represent with respect to f of u comma v, this is the scenario. F of u comma v is equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v. In this case, same case division, here we are represented as like u of u comma v. If I want to represent with respect to the image value like f of u comma v, so f of u comma v is equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v, where the condition is the same. The mode of h of u comma v should be greater than or equal to the threshold value. Nothing but this value cannot be equal to 0. If it going to be equal to 0, we are going to directly assign f of u comma v equals to 0. We already how this goes for f of u comma v is goes for 0. If it goes for 0, the multiplication of the value goes for 0. So it goes for f of u comma v has been equals to 0 at that time. So we have to remember mainly with respect to the inverse filtering. In the inverse filtering, we are not considering any noise. That is the first case. And without considering of any noise, we got the equation. We have derived the mathematical equation like f of u comma v equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v. So if the cases rises in this case, like if h of u comma is u equals to 0, at that time what happens, the total f of u comma v is going to be equal to 0. In order to avoid that problem or that scenario of the case, we are going for pseudo inverse filtering. In the pseudo inverse filtering, we are neglecting or we are eliminating that condition. How you are eliminating that condition? By considering the condition such a way that mod of h of u comma v should be greater than or equals to a threshold value of a certain value of t. Otherwise, if it is not satisfying the condition, we are going to directly assume that q of u comma v equals to 0. Indirectly, it leads to f of u comma v equals to 0 of the case. So the conclusions. The mathematical equation for inverse filtering session is f of u comma v equals to g of u comma v divided by h of u comma v, where h of u comma v you can represent it as 1 by h of u comma v. That is the inverse filtering session. Okay, inverse filter you are representing as a q of u comma v. So the problem arises in this case is if h of u comma v is going to be equal to 0. At that time, the value goes for f of u comma v goes for infinite, nothing but if any noise has been present in that session, it going to be amplified. So in order to avoid that problem, we have discussed with respect to the pseudo inverse filtering session. In the pseudo inverse filtering session, what the condition is that we have to consider h of u comma v, mod of h of u comma v should be greater than or equal to certain threshold value of t. Then only we have to consider q of u comma v. Otherwise, the q of u comma v we have to consider it as 0 for estimation of the images. And these are the references. Thank you.